Hi, I am Ibtisam Bobset, CEO and founder of Delivery Express Couriers. We know our products are exposed to many challenges within the distribution channels, or too often, we fall victim to frustrating outcomes like this, leading to product damage, returns, inventory shrinkage, and unhappy customers. Often, simply reconfiguring the pallet patterns can solve these costly problems. Today we shall explain how to recognize and configure poor pallet patterns. For instance, the stacking pattern. The clients use the software to come up with this pallet specification. Unfortunately, the technology didn't help. It's easy to see, but it's not stable because each level is oriented the same way, resulting into narrow columns of curtains. The surrounding boxes don't support the columns. Realize the stretch wrap to hold the curtains together as an integrated unit. To go about changing that is by easy change rotating the layers. For example, here we have some interlocking curtains supporting each other. Now there are 4 wider columns instead of 8. Wider base adds stability. Example 2. The Pattens doesn't fit the sked. This sked strapped and wrapped creates the gap where the curtains aren't supported. This can be a problem because the curtains that aren't touching the wrap can shift during the transit since they rely on their own weight to prevent shifting. And when they shift, the weight is no longer evenly distributed. The curtains can crush, causing the tipping and eventually damage the product. And by this gap seems the source of a lot of problems. And to solve this, we could specify a customer's gets the fits of the pattern or modify the pattern to fit the skid. In addition to that, custom pallet can be more expensive. How we can modify the pattern is by we can add a roll of curtains supported between the wide columns. This volume increases the volume ratio by holding more product, which by the way, this volume product of which is critical for minimizing the shipping cost. And this one, by the way, can increase stability by adding the extra curtains. We move them closely to the edge of the skid, eliminating that gap. Now banding and the wrap are tied to the curtains, eliminating shifting. This results in the sked, banding and stretch wrap acting as one integrated unit. For product protection, you need to determine curtains for every curtain size to maximize interlocking curtain skid usage, while minimizing the labor cost and material cost. Some curtains allow the simple pattern that needs wrap for support, while others need to be more complex and use additional materials for stabilization, like banding, corder board, and slip sheet between the layers. We covered a lot of materials today, but one thing we can advise the customer to plan ahead. Palletizing your product could be a source of unforeseen costs. When considering in the early design of your process, you might have to rethink curtains designs so you can maximize the palletization efficiency. Therefore, planning ahead is a critical component in pallet configuration. One small consideration when creating packaging systems. Fortunately, Delivery Express Couriers can help do so. We love to team up with our clients to develop solutions to your products. Whether your need is a packaging design for new products, reconfiguring the existing product packaging, or utilizing our expert packaging, assembly, and fulfillment services, contact us today. Do not forget to press the button below by pressing the subscribe button.